All right, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Cool. We're live. I don't know if anybody's in here yet, but regardless, we're gonna start making music here in a second. Just waiting for this song to wrap up. It is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Beautiful day to be alive. All right, so let's just jump right into it. It's been a minute since I've been live, but that's all right. Life's been good, been making a lot of music. So let's keep up with it. All right. If anybody is in here and has any technical issues, or if my mic sounds weird or anything, volume needs to be adjusted, just let me know. Okay, so I'm going to start off. I've been making a lot of music kind of in the 130 range. Use a lot of pianos. So I'm just going to scroll through Splice here and see if I can find a cool sample that we can use. Maybe chop up, maybe leave it. Today, so I'm heavily affected by the weather. In terms of what I like to make, this is super fun. And today it's like really kind of gross and rainy and stuff out. So I hear something like this, and that like moodiness really grabs me. God, that's really nice. I'm gonna save it. But these two, that's really nice too. But this is really fun. I'm gonna use this. This is what we're gonna start off with. Let's throw that in a piano here. What BPM is this? 130. Let's just drag us to 130, because that'll make it easy for us. All right. So now that we have a key, we can just do like, let's just see what I've got. Key of, what was it again? D sharp minor. D sharp minor. I've got a bunch of random samples in here that aren't gonna work, but that's okay. I think something like this could work. That's kind of a cool sample too. Okay, let's drag this in here. Whoops, is that not downloaded? It's not downloaded. All right, download that, drag it in. All right, cool. And then we can speed it up a little bit. And Stretch Pro to make it stay in key. So let's just see what this sounds like here, because this is going to be kind of like a... Actually, I could stretch this out. No, I want it to be faster. That might not work, actually. Okay. Let's get kind of an idea here. I've been trying to, like, redo how I write music. So, I've been very arrangement heavy. So, like, getting arrangement down as quick as possible. That's been helping me a ton. But something I want to start trying to do is having a vision before you actually, like, work on the track. So this... it's got kind of like a, like, this is going to be a break beat, like, well, maybe not break beat, but it's not going to be like 4 on the floor. It's going to be like off. So it's going to be like a, kind of like a hip hop beat a little bit. And then maybe in the drop we can move into kind of like a, like, kind of funk, very summery. Let's see what it sounds like with the metronome. It's very on beat. Okay, so we're probably gonna want to stick, or we're probably gonna want to stray away from stuff like this that's kind of all over the place, and we're probably gonna want to stick with, like, this could work real nice. Let's throw this under like a pad or something, and then let's just do like, let's actually let's do this. Do the same thing. Disco vibes. We're gonna be like drum heavy. And then, like, I think we could do something like this, where it's just gonna be like repetitive, and that'll be super cool. And then like 3 of these, and then 1 of these. So maybe if we go like this, and then we kind of do this, and then we, whoops, let's cut this one in half and move this guy back. This is gonna sound super disco here in a second, I think. It's gonna be very like disco house. range 125 to 135. So something with samples, like if you get a sample that's like way too out of range with the BPM, so like if we're gonna drag like 100 BPM drum loop into this track and then try and stretch it to be, usually it works like if you have something that's faster by a bit and then you have to stretch it to slow it down, you're gonna get a bunch of artifacting and stuff. It's gonna sound super weird. So that's typically why I do this kind of like range. I try to go like give or take 5 BPM on either side, just to give me some options in terms of the samples, because I don't need it exact, right? You can speed it up. So like, for example here, you can see like on the grid here, like it's only off by this little bit. That's not going to do a whole lot, right? We just take this time loop here and then we just drag it. It's in, we do Stretch Pro, so it sounds great, right? So now if it was like, you know, if it was like way over here and we're trying to drag it back in here, that's going to sound okay probably. But if it's like, you know, if this loop is like here and we're trying to stretch it, you know, over 8 bars, then that's going to start to sound pretty bad. All right. I think this sounds sick. Okay, so I think this is another thing I've been doing here. FL Studio has a super cool thing called time markers, which is phenomenal for arrangement. So we're just going to do like a build, and then this is going to be drop. But then this is, I'm going to call this full drop because I really like that. I think that could be really cool to have this kind of and then like, you know, like a cool little drum fill here, and then we'll go into the full drop. So we'll do that. Fill. So yeah, so and then obviously that makes it super easy, right? So we've got a four bar intro. We're going straight into the build, so we got 8 bar build. We're gonna have a drop that's probably gonna be 16 bars, so we can drag this out here. So we got drop starts here and then goes 8. Oh wait, how is this working? Oh, I see, because this is an 8 bar loop and our intro is only 4 bars. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. And boom. Okay. I don't typically go off like this with songs just because it gets a little tricky to figure out where things are at. But okay, so now bar 31, add a marker for like breakdown. And then we'll have probably like, so let's see, 16 bar breakdown. 8, 16, so we go back to here. And then we can add a marker for build. And then 8 bar build. And then we do the same thing. So then drop. So 1, 2, drop. Okay. And then, yeah, and then that's going to be pretty much the song probably. And then we'll have full drop at this part here. And then we'll have another 16 bars, right? So 8, 16, maybe we'll make this one like one section longer, and then we'll just do like an outro. All right, and then that'll probably be like a 4 bar outro. So this is gonna be like just straight disco house, which I guess, I don't know what I was thinking, but we're talking solid 4 on the floor. right? So we're gonna need some like heavy hitting house kicks, that kind of stuff. So okay, so let's work on this build or this drop section, because the drop section obviously is going to be the majority of our song here. This breakdown, we're probably going to shy away from this sample, and then we're probably going to be like back to it with the other stuff. So like this whole thing is probably just going to be like, where's that build start? Here. So we've got, this is really cool too. You can click on this and highlight just the build section. Wait, something's off with this. 8 bars. Did I not highlight everything? Okay. I'm just going to grab this whole thing, and then we can move this right in front of the drop, and then we can go build. All right, yep, that looks right. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Okay, cool. And then we can take this and add another thing there. And then we'll add this. Obviously, we can do this later as well, but just to give us some kind of structure for the song. Let me double check something here real quick. Warning, stream's current bitrate. Is it doing okay though? Alright, well I guess we'll find out. It says it's good. Okay. Good enough. Hopefully that didn't show like. Okay. Good enough. Alright. So now, because of our arrangement trick here, we already have the basic structure of the song laid out that we want to do. So okay, so we want, let's do like a disco kick. We're just gonna see what happens. That's it. Just that nice thump. And then the full drop is gonna start here. So, and this is just gonna be your classic, like I was saying before, 4 on the floor. For those of you who don't know what that means, all it is you have a kick drum on every beat. So, you know, if you look at this grid, you know, it's going to be in time with the metronome. Effectively. And that already has just a solid groove. Okay, so then we're going to go just like a snare. I like that a lot. So let's see what that sounds like. I think we're going to go, so let's see, this first, well, I guess technically the drop starts here. So we got our first 4. We'll introduce the snare here. Whoops. And then we'll do the snare every other, right? So you got your 2nd and 4th beats of the snare. Okay, so. Let's do this. Okay, I don't love that snare so much now, but that's okay. Okay, let's call this like disco house. That's what we're gonna name this one. Okay. Okay, so now let's just find a different snare. Or like a clap? Maybe a clap would work better. I think something a little shorter, a little snappier makes sense. There we go. Now we're vibing. Okay, so we have this. I was talking about how like I like that this kind of does this thing. And then you kind of go into that, and then there's going to be like a little drum fill here. So let's try and find a drum fill. Disco drum fill. And the nice thing about this okay, I like the beginning of this. So let's take that and we'll throw it in here. And maybe we'll just throw it on this drum effects thing here. So okay, and then we can add our own drums in, obviously, because we're making music. That's what we do. So let's grab some like toms. And then we'll just add like a let's like cut this off. It's a little too echoey. I like that. That just kind of a little thuddy. Nice. And then I want some like cymbals in here. So like cymbal fill. Just like something super. Let's do that. That sounds great. I will say, I think maybe like a. That has some cool stuff in it. So let's take that and we'll shorten it up a little bit. Okay. Obviously sounds like a crazy mess right now, but that's, again, part of the music making process. So we make this stuff sound cool. So I really like the percussion in this. Okay, let's just leave it at this for now, because it sounds kind of sick. Okay, I've got a build. Let's get this build cooking. let's just do it ourselves. Let's what do we got here? So we've got this. So pad 1 here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a bunch of effects. So let's add a filter. I like the KHS filter. Okay, and then we can do like some automation with it. So let's go tools, last tweaked, create automation clip. All right, so let's just do this. Actually, let's go cut off all the way at the top. And then we'll kind of do this drop down. Actually, let's delete that. And then we'll go like a hard curve. And then we'll kind of sweep it up here towards the end. So, yeah. So then we'll have some chords or something that kind of comes in, you know, sweeps in here a little bit. I wonder if I can do like a... There we go. That sounds great. Yep. Let's take out these first two. And then here, right at that one, let's add in some like percussion. This is great. I love the tambourine. And then we just need to slow it down a little bit. Time it up here. That's so good. And let's move it up to shakers. I've been really trying to get in the habit of like separating everything so that way when I go and mix it, it's a bit easier to mix. And then I want some like, let's add let's see what this sounds like. Oh, that's so fun. And then we can have like a crash here. So let's go like crash. Just like a nice, beautiful. That's perfect. And we'll do that for like impact. Well, I'll just do it on crash here. So, anyways, build up. Let's see, we're working with what, D minor here? Is that what this is in? D minor, D sharp minor, okay. So let's just do like riser, and then we can go by key D sharp minor. Let's go genres, and let's just do house. Oh, that one could... That one could be real cool. Let's throw it in this uplift spot here. Let's try and... I guess we'll just keep it there. Stretch Pro. Okay, so let's try and build some sort of chords around this thing, because it's super fun, but we need something to go with it. So okay, we're gonna do this, and then let's go serum. Let's do like a... The nice thing with Splice is you can do like disco pad or something, and then you can actually go in and find presets, which is great. And we can do by serum. So okay, don't love any of those, so let's just get rid of pad and see what happens. Plug in serum, close. Oh yeah. Okay. I think between those two we can find something fun to work with. So let's go in here. We gotta go rescan folders, user splice, user splice, and then we gotta find the, what were they called? UNRB. Okay. So UNRB. So like this one. What are you talking about? I literally just updated Serum the other day. What? Oh, did I? Oh, I think I know what happened. Serum. Delete. Splice UNRB. Okay. Okay, so we've got okay, and then this is D sharp major. So some of you have maybe seen me do this before, but I am not the best. I don't know how to play piano, is what I'm trying to say here. So we go into piano roll here, and then we go minor natural, and we do D sharp. And then what we do is we paint all of the keys with the scale of D sharp minor natural. And then we basically stack them all here. And then we go like this. So now what happens is we have this entire stack of notes, and then I can just jump into Serum here. And now all of these highlighted notes here, that's my key. That's what I'm looking at. So now if we throw pattern 1 in here, no, that's not what I want. Pattern 1. And then if we undo that, so because this is a MIDI out, it's not going to play anything, which is why I use it. And then we can jump into Serum here and just start building some chords. So if we go like this, let's actually drop the volume down. I do kind of want it to be like, maybe we need like a piano or something. There we go. This. Oh, yep, that's it. Okay. Menu, rescan folders, and then we can just go this. Okay, so now I wonder if this will work. Yeah, like a, let's get rid of that. We need these to be like way smaller though if we're gonna do this. Okay, so now let's hear this full drop. Okay, so now we'll just call this like pluck. Throw it in here. We have a spot for plucks 49. All right, and then we can go boom 49. So now, if we're gonna do an arpeggio, let's pull up another serum, and we're gonna go this one that we downloaded, ARP 95 Dreams mellow. That's so cool. 50. All right, piano roll. Time is it? 5 o'clock. All right, I'll probably go for just a touch longer. Got like a solid start to this thing. I have no idea how this is going to play into any of this. I wonder if it would fit in here at all. Nope. Okay, well, for right now, it's just a cool sound. Okay, so for our breakdown, let's try and write some chords here real quick, because then we'll just be chilling. Okay, let's grab like. So we got these two CH ones and then this analog Dixon. Okay. Well, let's do breakdown chords. So something with this kind of music I think that will work really well is you have this contrast between this really kind of minimal drop, right? And obviously we'll add stuff to it as we go along. But having it start off as this like very simple, very straightforward, very chill. I mean, it's very dancey, but I mean chill in terms of like production value. And then going into this breakdown that feels like very expansive, I think would be really cool. So bringing out something that's a lot bigger, a lot fuller sounding, and then the second drop can kind of be this back and forth kind of interplay between the two. So let's try this. And the thing too that I want to do, I'm going to do kind of like what we did with the first thing, because I want these chords to fit. Whoops. So I want these chords to fit in well with whatever's going on in the guitars. So okay, that's okay, let's try one of those CH ones, these guys. Okay, let's forget about the second half there. So I'm basically what I'm trying to do here is I'm using the notes from this guitar riff thing and trying to pair it up with the lead note of whatever the chord is. So, and then building chords around what I think sounds good. So let's go like, I want this one to be a little lower, but not like sad. I'm trying to keep it from sounding a little too, like, churchy, too. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's just fill in some of these. Let's see if we can find something cool. Okay. Okay, so let's just see what this sounds like in here. Synth 1. So we got our breakdown starting here. So we're just going to do that, and then this is going to be like chords. And then, so then we're going to... And then we'll probably have them come through into the second build. Oh, this one's not cut up. Yep, and then there we go. And then like literally the second drop can in a lot of ways mirror this one. And this sounds a little cheesy right now, but we can always go back and change it and mess with it. It's kind of fun though. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for me today. It's a pleasure. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And yeah, this we'll see what ends up happening with this. I'll probably throw it up on SoundCloud, just like copying this second drop here. Actually, let me just do that right now. Let's just do this. And then, yeah, let's just finish this arrangement up real quick. So we've got this guy kind of comes up here. We have this whole stuff that happens right here. I think. Yep, one bar. Okay. And then we can literally just go copy this. We'll delete that. Copy this over. And then we can go like this. Well, it's not quite true. Let's go like this. just add in that. And then we'll kind of have the outro mimic the intro, where it'll be like this. That I want to copy. Oops. I want to copy this guy. So let's just copy this whole thing and throw it here. Okay. And then, oh man, I can't. I have such a hard time leaving things like unresolved. Okay, let's add like a flange delay. So we're gonna have a flanger. It's just gonna be like, that sounds so sick. And then a delay. And this is gonna be like a, it's like a classic ping pong. Let's try an 8th. Okay, and then we'll just kind of do this like on-off thing. So, yeah. Cool. Okay, so let's listen to the whole thing. I mean, it's not even 3 minutes long. It's like 2.5 minutes. Sometimes for me, like, making music is really fun to like do everything myself, but sometimes it's really fun to just take a sample that somebody else made and just turn it into something super cool. This gives like Shooting Stars vibes by Bag Raiders a little bit. That the whatever this is. The tambourine. And that's the cool thing is like now we have the bones of a song, you know? And so I don't know that I'll necessarily ever getting around to finishing this. It's not exactly my style typically. Like it's super fun. I really enjoy it. But that's kind of the cool thing, you know, is like we can take this because again, we have a structure here. Like we have an intro, we've got 2 builds, we've got 2 drops, we've got a breakdown, you know, we've got the fundamental pieces of a song here. So now it's just a matter of like, okay, going through and adding effects. Let's add a couple bass lines, you know, we'll add some more chords and some synths and maybe a lead somewhere, you know, we can beef up the second drop quite a bit, you know, there's a lot more drums that we could do. Like it's just a matter of like, okay, well, how do we take this thing that is now like, again, like the fundamentals of a song and make it a finished product if that's what we want to do. So and to be honest, like it'll be way easier for me to actually go back and do that because this has an arrangement. It's got all this, and we did it in what, an hour? I've been streaming for about an hour now. So I mean, pretty crazy that you can do that. But yeah, it's this whole method has really changed the way that I make music recently, which is great because I'm now finishing a lot more music, which means I'm going to be getting a lot better at making music here before too long. Because the only thing now that I'm really trying to prioritize is, okay, how do I make my stuff sound professional? I've got an arrangement, I can finish music. How do I take it from sounding like a hobbyist to sounding like somebody who does this for a living? So fun stuff. I really enjoy it. Thank you guys, whoever was here, for sticking around. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Peace.